Welcome, SabMinute. Today, we are exploring the world of expressive two-handed dress watches, a unique category of timepieces that embrace purity, simplicity, and elegance. In a world where chronographs, perpetual calendars, and tourbillons dominate the conversation, these watches strip everything back to the essentials. Only hours and minutes. No seconds, no date, no distractions. Just pure horology at its finest. The charm of a two-handed dress watch is not about complications, it is about philosophy. It is about balance, restraint, and the idea that less can truly be more. Without the ticking of a seconds hand or the interruption of a date window, what remains is a dial that tells time in its most poetic and timeless form. Every detail, from the guilloche engraving to the case proportions, matters even more. These watches force us to appreciate craftsmanship at its highest level. One of the finest examples comes from Daniel Roth with the Extra-Plat, a slim masterpiece that carries the brand's iconic ellipso-curvex case and traditional guilloche dial. Roman numerals frame the dial, and blued hands float with calm elegance. It is understated, it is refined, and it represents dress watchmaking at its most classical level. From there, we move to something far more modern. The Bethune DB25XS Stradivarius Burgundy. Here, minimalism meets cosmic artistry. The burgundy dial is scattered with golden stars, like looking into the night sky. With only polished hands, the dial becomes a universe on the wrist. De Bethune's unmatched finishing makes this piece futuristic yet poetic, proof that even with two hands, a watch can feel infinite. Cartier also shines in this category with the Tank Américaine, especially the edition featuring a salmon dial. The rectangular Art Deco case, the elongated Roman numerals, and the unmistakable Cartier crown create a design that is both iconic and eternal. By keeping only the hours and minutes, Cartier amplifies its design codes, turning simplicity into strength. Then comes Ressence with the Type 9 Scattering Sun, one of the most innovative interpretations of the two-handed philosophy. Instead of traditional hands, Ressence uses rotating discs to indicate hours and minutes. The dial itself is coated with golden particles that scatter light like sun rays, creating a living, dynamic surface. It is futuristic, minimal, yet deeply emotional. Parmigiani Tonda adds another chapter with the Tonda PF micro rotor no date. This is ultimate refinement. The absence of even a date window leaves behind a dial that is perfectly balanced and serene. Its slim case, teardrop lugs, and micro rotor movement create a watch that is discreet on the wrist but filled with horological substance. It is the modern gentleman's perfect dress companion. Finally, Piaget brings boldness with the Andy Warhol Clou de Paris. A cushion-shaped case, a textured bezel, and a meteorite dial all combine to create a watch that feels artistic and unique, yet still follows the two-hand purity. It is minimalism with drama, a piece that does not fade into the background, but instead expresses individuality with every glance. Together, these watches prove that two-handed simplicity does not mean lack of creativity. On the contrary, by reducing the display to hours and minutes, watchmakers are forced to push boundaries in design, finishing, and philosophy. These timepieces remind us that watchmaking is not only about measuring time, but about capturing its essence. So, which one speaks to you most? The classical charm of Daniel Roth? The cosmic wonder of De Bethune? The timeless elegance of Cartier? The futuristic innovation of Ressence? the refined minimalism of Parmigiani, or the artistic boldness of Piaget. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of expressive two-handed dress watches, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SabMinute. Stay tuned for more explorations of fine watchmaking, where we discover how even the simplest watches can carry the deepest meaning.